Hello, I've just got home from work and they've asked me to go in again tonight, which is fine. But it's just, I didn't have anything to do tonight, so it's not a problem, and I won't be home that late. Well, that's not true. I'll probably be home around 10, but it's fine. It's fine. But I picked up this and my toaster, which I probably could, but whatever. And I'm going to check if this is all good, and I'm also going to check if it recommends washing before use. Because I've sort of got a couple of things, and I've got the towels that I slept under last night, which for the duvet worked pretty well. For the pillows, I somehow woke up in the morning on the pillow directly. Don't really know how that happened, but also not really surprised because I know I sort of move around my pillows a lot. It's warm in here, so if I need to wash it, I can put a wash on now because we also have a dryer, which is fantastic. And if I don't, then I'm just going to put it straight on the bed. If only I could open this up. Yay! Oh, that makes me very happy. I hope it fits. Wash before use. So let's go downstairs and put on a washing. And then I will have some lunch and potentially other things. Now, I don't know if I spoke to you this morning. I don't think I did. I could be wrong. But basically, I've realised now that having the window there isn't fantastic because the light isn't great. But basically, I was absolutely set on having cereal this morning. I bought milk. I have the cereal. I have a spoon that I got from my grandma's. I was ready. And then this morning, or maybe it was last night, might have been last night, I was hit with the realization that I don't have a bowl. And there are many foods that you would usually use a bowl for that you can find other ways to eat. Like soup, I would put in a cup or a mug. Ice cream could go in a mug, or, there's plenty of other ways to do lots of things. But cereal is not one of them. Not for me anyway. But luckily I still had some of that baguette left over, and I'm so glad I got the small one rather than a bigger one, because I used about a third of it last night for supper, I used a third this morning for breakfast, and I'm planning to use another third now for lunch. Oh, I forgot to buy a chopping board. That's really annoying. But anyway, let me do this and we'll figure out the bits and bobs that need figuring out as we go along. What fun. Hello, it's 10:15 and I am absolutely knackered. I did a laundry earlier today, I can't remember if I told you that or not, and that was around 4 o'clock, and I remember sitting in my bed and I knew I had to go to work sort of around 5:30ish, and I was so close to just laying my head down and having a nap. In the end I didn't, and I'm glad I didn't, but I am so ready for bed now. I've made myself a cup of tea, but I genuinely might not be up for long enough to finish it. Whilst I was waiting for my laundry though, I edited the first part of the moving video, which is almost an hour long. I did not think it was going to be so long. So I'm sort of thinking if I should watch it back now, but I am so tired that I might just leave it for the morning. And I've got this headache that sort of came on around 4 o'clock as well. And it's warm in here, which, I shouldn't complain, obviously. I've been trying to put the heating down to 20 degrees and it's just staying at 24, 25. Which again, I shouldn't complain, but I'm very tempted to open the window and I might just. I don't know. I do not know how long I'm gonna last tonight. But I've got my bedding and I've got a little bit of a reasonable sleep in tomorrow. It's not quite as relaxed as I would like, but it's later than any other day this week. So I will be looking forward to that. And then Saturday as well. And then Sunday it's back to work. Yay. I always knew this was going to be a long few weeks in terms of how much I'm working. But first of all, at the moment, I've done a few extra shifts already than what I was anticipating. But also, I hadn't factored in moving and how much energy and time and effort that takes. But we're so close now. We're so close to building a routine and being settled. And then I'm just going to be tired from work rather than all this. Realistically, I shouldn't be tired today. I didn't do that much, but I think it was just carrying on from yesterday. Is this on? Yeah, my heating's on. Why is my heating on? I don't think I've fully figured out how the thermostat works yet, which is a bit annoying because as a result, it's very, very warm. Anyway, I can barely speak to you. I'm so tired, so I'm gonna close my laptop. I'm not gonna do that tonight. And I'll see you potentially tomorrow, hopefully. Bye. Hello, I've got about 5 minutes until I need to go. This morning's been a little bit rushed. Actually, that's not true. I've just been slow. As in, slower than I usually would be. I'm holding this the wrong way so you can't enjoy the beautiful musical theatre writing. But I realised last night that I didn't have any breakfast because I was going to buy bread, and then I don't remember why I didn't, but I didn't. So I've just sliced myself an apple, I've made myself a coffee. I haven't had coffee in so long. And I put honey in it, and it's doing the trick. It's a good flavour for me, sweet enough. It does give a slightly different taste to sugar, but I'm not against it. I slept so well. I was so tired. I think I slept for like 11 and a half hours. And I think I probably could have slept more. Like, I woke up to the alarm rather than to my body. I did wake up around 9 to my body, and then I was like, I'm gonna try and sleep a bit longer, and I did. I kept thinking I could go for a run today, but actually I can't because I need to stay inside to wait for the Wi-Fi engineer, which is very annoying because it means I haven't run at all this week. Not that I was looking forward to running, but just I knew I had to do it today because I hadn't done it the last few days. But the plan for today is I'm about to go and meet my cousin, and then we're gonna go to her storage facility and find whatever kitchenware we can find. My number 1 goal is a pan, my number 2 goal is a bowl, and I guess my number 3 goal is a real plate. I feel like those are kind of the only things I need. Then hopefully when I come back, I'll have time to do a quick shop of bread and eggs. And then I'm just gonna hang around here and wait for the engineer to come and hope that they come, you know, earlier in the 5-hour gap rather than later. And I've told them to call me because I'm pretty sure we don't have a doorbell. If we do, I haven't quite worked it out yet. And I really, really hope they do, because if they don't, A, I don't want to miss them, and B, I get charged apparently if I miss my appointment, which I suppose is fair enough, but it's not fair if I'm actually in the flat just waiting for someone to call me. Alright, I have got 3 minutes to finish my apple, although I may bring it downstairs and just get myself ready, even though realistically my cousin will probably be late. I shall see you later. Hello, I was bang on time, ready to walk out the door, and the second I got to the door I was like, I know my cousin, she's going to be running late. Let me check my phone in case she's messaged. And she had to say she's going to be 10 minutes late. So I decided to take a couple of layers off and just wait another 5 minutes. But whilst I've got the time, I want to show you my bed because it makes me really happy. I finally got the bedding, you know, the pillow situation's an interesting one. I'll elaborate on that in a minute. I'm just going to show you the bed first. Oh, I love it so much. So what we've got going on with the pillow is I have 2 aeroplane pillows, one there and one there, that I've put back into their individual cases. I don't know if you can see, like there's a line. And I was going to try and sleep on this during the night, but I found that it was A, too low down, and B, just like awkward because there was the gap in the middle. And then I discovered I can fold it and I just rest my head on that bit. So that's what we're doing at the moment. Hopefully it won't be too long until I get a real pillow, because I've noticed that I really do like my pillows, but I can make do with this for now. And you know what? I haven't done my jar of calm. I haven't actually started it at all. So let's do one together today. I'm quite warm now actually, but here we go. Ooh, let's see what it says. Speak when you are angry and you will make the best speech you will ever regret. I like that. That's a good one. Oh, I don't know where I'm going to keep all these, because I'm going to want to keep them. I'll just put it there for now. And I like that one because I've not heard it before. Often with these things, I've seen them all somewhere before. Right, I am gonna really get ready to go now, and I will see you all later. Bye. Alright, we're fighting with the kettle, but that's because I'm boiling it so that I can wash some of the stuff that I've just collected, which has been such a win. I bought some flowers for my grandma because I'm going to hers for supper, and I also bought some eggs and bread for lunches and whatever else. Let me show you what I've got. I'm so excited. Okay, so first of all, she had some oven gloves, which she didn't want and didn't like, and she was just kind of jokingly saying, do you want some oven gloves? And I was like, actually, that's something I really need, so thank you. I mean, they're not a colour I would have picked, and I think she didn't love the colour either, but I don't really care. But they have got a little something on the hand, something must have spilt, so I'm just gonna wash that before I start using them. Then she also had a little baking tray, which is clean. So I'm gonna pour hot water over it now, but more or less that's a lot cleaner than the one I've got. Then a frying pan, I'm so thrilled. She did say she had a bigger one as well, but I think this will be fine for me. I'm gonna pour boiling water over it all, and then I'm also going to wash it with like soap. But in Judaism, we have rules of kashrut, which is like kosher, keeping things kosher. And if you mess up, depending on the material, but very often you can just use boiling water to fix your mistakes. So I personally find that quite a reliable way of doing things. Then she's given me 2 bowls, which like that is such a win. There was a box that was labelled her name and then bowls. And I was like, I need that box. I need that box. I was only going to take 1, but she gave me 2. And a mixing bowl, which I'm also very thrilled about because that is also something I was missing. And I know I have. I'm pretty sure I've got 2 of them, but yeah, this is better for the time being. And then also 2 real plates. I didn't need a real plate, but it's nice to have. So those things I'm gonna wash up by hand, and those are now just being soaked. And I've got about half an hour until I'm expecting, well, until the start of the time slot allocated for the engineer. So we're getting on with things. We're feeling good. Yay! Hello, I'm gonna chat to you in a moment, but I just want to show you the dress and the outfit I'm wearing today, and then I'll change because I want to get into pajamas, and then I'll chat to you. Ta-da! I don't know how I'm wearing sort of leggings underneath. Can you see it? Eee! Ta-da! Ta-da! Yay! Okay. I'm gonna attempt to poach eggs, which I don't think I've ever attempted before, but we're gonna give it a go. Shall I use the kettle? I think I shall. But I think what I'll do is while I wait for that, I will put a thin layer. I'm still sort of figuring out a little bit how this works, and I've only got a big saucepan, so it's gonna need to be quite deep, which feels a bit of a waste, but we're gonna have to go for it. All right, so while I wait for that, I'm gonna try and talk over it and tell you about the last 24 hours. Yesterday, waiting on the Wi-Fi was stressful and annoying because I wanted to go for a run, I wanted to wash my hair, I just wanted to shower. There were a bunch of things I felt I couldn't do because I was waiting for the Wi-Fi man to come, and he came quite late and I was getting a bit nervous that I hope you can hear me, let me move you. Obviously that means I'm gonna have to set you up all over again later on, but hopefully you can hear me a little better. So I was getting quite nervous because I had told them that they should ring me because we don't have a doorbell, at least not one that I found yet, and I was worried that maybe they just missed that note and that they were going to say you weren't in, and I really wanted the Wi-Fi. So in the end they came, and when they came they walked in and they said it's not looking positive, and I thought that's not what I want to hear. And they were saying that they couldn't see the cables that were needed, and so there wouldn't be anywhere for them to do the thing they needed to do, and it was all a bit above my head, above my understanding, over my head. And we're going up and down the stairs like looking for this thing that he's looking for, and we're doing various things, and eventually he finds something that looks promising, but it's not actually in the flat, so we'll have to set up the Wi-Fi outside the flat, which A, I don't really want to do anyway, but B, I also don't feel like I can do. So I ring my landlord to sort of explain the situation and sort of say, what should we do? And she said, I wish you told me when the appointment was, which I hadn't even considered, but I probably should have thought about that. And she said, let me check with our maintenance guy. She calls the maintenance guy. Luckily he's nearby, so he pops around and shows the engineer what he needs. And the engineer's getting more and more annoyed and kind of just wants to go either onto his next job or home, I don't know. And I'm getting nervous because I'm like, I can't stop him and I can't ask him to wait. And I don't want him to do something that my landlord isn't going to be happy with, and I don't want to wait another week for Wi-Fi. But in the end, the maintenance guy really helped out, and the engineer calmed down a little bit, and we got it all sorted, and the Wi-Fi is working, which is fantastic. But it was definitely not a guarantee, and it was stressful. I think the kettle is boiled, so back we go. There's something about this stovetop that makes me incredibly nervous, because it feels like it's an induction stovetop, but I did try Googling it yesterday, and I think it is just an electric one. But I'm just not used to anything that isn't with fire. And especially when it doesn't have an instruction manual, that makes me nervous. And I don't know, there's like a funny smell that comes anytime I try and make anything. I just don't feel great. In fact, I should probably put this on. Another noise for us to compete with, yay! But then today I went to shul, and then I went to, actually last night I also went to my grandma's for supper, and then this morning I went to shul, then I went to my grandma's for lunch, and then I came home quite early. We ate so much food. We always eat a lot of food, but maybe it's because I've got better at saying no, but this time I felt so full. And it was early, we started eating at like 12:30, and I think that's too early for me. But I got home quite early as a result, which was nice, and then I just chilled for a few hours, which was so nice. It was nice to just chill. And then I went to work more or less the second Shabbat went out, and work was also very chill. And now I'm home and I'm going through all my social media and YouTube and everything, and just trying to catch up with everything that I've not been able to do for the last however long. and I'm finally finished editing and hopefully uploading the moving video, which is over an hour long. Must be the longest video I've ever had on my channel, and I am thrilled that it's done. I just need to double check it, but I have started uploading it because I know it's going to take a while. Now quickly about the dress I was wearing. This is a dress that I bought either in 2018 or in 2020. It was definitely while I was in Australia, and haven't worn loads, and it's been in storage for quite some time, and it's never fit perfectly, and I think it was always too big, and now somehow I think it's too small. Maybe I'm misremembering, I don't know, but something, it never fit quite right. And it still doesn't really. I had to wear stuff underneath, as I always do anyway, to be fair. And I mean, I probably could have got away without it. I think it was reasonably high up, I don't know. Now, it's not great quality, it's very like thin, and I don't know, like the material doesn't feel very good, but I love the look of it and the shape of it and everything about it, aside from, you know, the things that I don't love about it. And it was just so nice to wear it again. You know, it's been so long, and I wore it to shul and that worked, and then I wore it to work and that worked as well. And I just love dresses like that are so versatile and that I feel I can wear, that I don't feel, you know, even though it doesn't fit properly, I'm still okay with wearing it. So yes, I'm feeling good about that. I'm gonna open the window. I think I can barely reach. I hope you don't fall out the window. I've just realized. I'm so nervous. Why does it smell the way it smells? So now I'm waiting for this to boil, and then I need to turn it down to a simmer. I've been trying to Google it, and it's not been super useful. But the only thing I've discovered is boil the water, then turn it down to a simmer, then do the eggs. Because you're meant to have like apparatus, which I don't. So we are just gonna go for it. And you're meant to have vinegar, which maybe I do have. I think I don't, but maybe I did buy it. No, I don't think so. That's it. Oh, I've got balsamic vinegar. Will that work? Should I do that? Yes, you can have balsamic vinegar. All right, let's go for it, I guess. Ooh, it's fizzy. Should it be fizzy? I don't know. Weird. This is either going to be great or I'm really going to regret it. And honestly, it could swing either way, although I'm expecting to regret it. Yeah, I think that's boiling. I'm not very good at cracking eggs either. I wish I could put you somewhere so you could see this moment, but alright, that'll have to do. This is so definitely going to go wrong. We're just going to have to live with that. Oh dear, that's terrible. Oh my gosh, this is awful. This is horrendous. Oh, it's so bad. It's so bad. Maybe I should have been lower to the water. Oh, this is terrible. Oh, it's so bad. Why is it sitting on the bottom? It shouldn't sit on the bottom. Oh gosh. Perhaps I should have done it with a spoon or something. Oh, it's terrible. Like, I just don't even know how I'm gonna salvage this, to be honest. Oh. Let me show you. If you have a problem with eggs, don't look. What a masterpiece. Beautiful. Right, I'm gonna keep struggling with this and I will show you the end results after. I mean, look, we've salvaged something. Let's see if it's any good. Ah, do you know what? I'll take that. I hope you can see that. That was the better one, to be fair, but I'll take that. I thought it was gonna be worse. Now this one, I have no hopes for. Oh, that's quite good actually. For all my worrying, this has gone better than I thought it would. We'll see if it's not too eggy. It might be too eggy. But actually, like that is poached egg, more or less. It's an attempt at poached egg. It's not a botched, well, it's not a totally botched attempt. I'm gonna eat these and hope for the best. I'm gonna switch you off while I do that. Good morning. It is my only day off, I think, for the next 2 or 3 weeks. And I very much have a lot to do and I want to make the most of it. Now, I've not written these things down yet, but I'm going to. In fact, oh, that's not my notebook. I'm going to write it down while I'm talking to you. But before I do that, let's pick another word or phrase from the jar of calm. Here we go. Ooh. How you climb a mountain is more important than reaching the top. Ah, it's the journey that counts. So number one, I absolutely want to go for a run. I've not gone for a run in about 10 days and I was actually meant to have a race today, and then the bib collection got changed from a Sunday to a Saturday and obviously I couldn't collect it. Plus with the move it probably wouldn't have been a good idea to go straight into a 10k without having done any running for a week beforehand. So I'm not expecting myself to do that much today, but I want to at least maybe do 5k if I can. And I just want to do it because I have no motivation to do it and I need to get out there. Following on from that, I absolutely want to wash my hair. I was meant to do it on Friday, and then because I was waiting on the engineer for the Wi-Fi, I couldn't, and then it was Shabbat, so today is the day it's so desperately needed. Then I want to try and catch up on as many of my tasks as possible, which I need to check. I've got quite a lot that I'm behind on. I think there's like 4 or 5, maybe more, and I hate having them hanging over my head, especially because we'll be getting new ones later today. So I'll need to go through those. Then I need to do my Dear Hopefuls video, and I would like to finish up one of my Vlogmas videos. And I think those are the key things for now. I think those are the priority things, and then, you know, I'd like to edit a video if I can and do some other stuff. But those are the main goals. I'm not finding much motivation, to be honest, but knowing that it's the last day I've got really to do stuff. I mean, my schedule for the next, I think until New Year's, is absolutely crazy. In fact, let me have a look. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Oh, I'm off next Friday. I was gonna go to a dance class next Friday, but I have to pick up this thing that I've been trying to get for ages. And the dance class is, I think, at 11:30 and I need to pick it up at 12 or something along those lines, which is so annoying and I wish I'd realised, but oh well. So I'm off Friday, but it is only a half day. Waiting to find out if I'm working Saturday night, don't know yet. Working the next Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. And then I get a week off. That's intense. That's how many days? Yeah, that's about 2 weeks. It's more than 2 weeks of non-stop work. And long days as well. It's not even like I'm just doing, you know, a 4 or 5 or even an 8-hour shift. I'm doing like 12-hour shifts almost every day. Good fun, but the money will be great. So I'm gonna, I think, write down now which tasks I still need to do and then maybe watch some YouTube or start editing a video or both. Well, I can't do both simultaneously. And then I will go for a run, hopefully in about an hour. At least the weather seems to be okay at the moment, so I've got that going for me. Hello. It's about 1:30 and I've gone for a run, which was great, and I've washed my hair, which is also great. We've got our task. Oh my goodness, I just checked the time. It's actually 2:10. Oh, this day is slipping away from me. But I did also speak to my parents, which I forgot to write down on my list as something I wanted to do, but it definitely was something I wanted to do. And that was really lovely. There was so much to talk about and it was lovely. I mean, I only spoke to them last on Thursday. It hasn't been that long, or maybe Wednesday night, my time. But I'm not feeling too hungry yet, so I'm not gonna have lunch yet. When it's up to me, I tend to have late lunches and I wanna crack on with some of these tasks. We've got the task for this week. There were 2 tasks, but one of them is for the live show and it's a group task, so I'm not so worried. So I'm gonna include the task from today in my list of tasks to get through, and I'm just gonna go for it. I'm just gonna write down what I need to do for each one and do it. Hopefully. But I'm feeling good about the run and the talking to my parents and the washing the hair. So, and I feel like these tasks, none of them should take too long. I just need to do them. I've just not even had any time to think about them yet. And I think once I've thought about them, then it'll be easy. All right, let's go. Hello, it's 3:45 and I'm more or less done. I've done so much from my list. I need to leave here around 7:15, I reckon, for supper. So I've still got another 3.5 hours. And I need to remember to buy a chopping board on my way to my grandma's today. I keep forgetting and it's stopping me from using all the fresh goods I have in my cupboard, and I need to do something about that. But I've done most of the tasks. The only one I haven't done is one where I need to cook something, and I'm gonna wait until I cook it. I don't wanna waste the food. And I've sent them all off, so that's fantastic. I've obviously run and showered. I've filmed my Dear Hopefuls video and I'm about to start editing it, and once that's done then I will see if I've got time to start editing a vlog, because I feel like I need to. Oh, and I also want to do something for the bullet journal, which is one of the Vlogmas videos. And to be honest, that feels like more of a priority. So I'm gonna edit the Dear Hopefuls video and then whilst it's uploading I'll focus on the bullet journal. and see if I can finish that video up. But I feel super productive. I didn't expect to get through everything today, and it's looking like I will, and more, which would be great. Yay! Hello, I'm going to get ready to go as I talk to you. I think I'm gonna wear the new coat, which is not actually a new coat, but I discovered it. I discovered it in my packing, or rather in my unpacking, and it's quite a nice winter coat, and it's actually quite fancy, I feel. It's one of the many my grandma gave me, my Dutch grandma, but it's, I think, reasonably warm, and it's nice material, and it's blue, and I like to try and match, considering how many coats I have, I like to try and match it to what I'm wearing, and I'm wearing blue. And I'm gonna head out soon. I'm heading out a little bit early, but I want to get a chopping board. I know exactly which shop I want to go to, and it says it's open till 8, so we should be all right. And then we can figure out the rest. If I'm at my grandma's early, that's not a problem. So I'm actually going to bring my bag. Do I only have 2 of those? Oh, I have a 3rd. This is the thing with wearing new coats. You've got to figure out, I mean, again, not a new coat, probably very old, but repurposing. Let's do it. Oh dear. Well, let's close this anyway. I feel like I've not hit the worst of the cold, and it feels like it's getting better now. And I just really don't want to get worse. So I keep bundling up far more than I need to, but you know, I want to try and be protective. I'm really proud of today. I got everything done I wanted to, and more, well, kind of. I did all the tasks except one, but I've prepared it, so I'm ready to go once I've cooked the food. And I mean, I haven't paid any attention to the live tasks. We'll come back on that. Oh, I should wear my watch. I finished the last, well, semi-last Vlogmas video. I've got the actual last one still to film, but I haven't yet decided what I'm going to do for it. I haven't been able to edit a vlog, but I've started preparing clips for the vlog. So whenever I next have time, which who knows when, but when I next have time, I can just crack right on with it. Oh, I should have done the scarf. Hold on. I should have done this differently. I should have done the scarf underneath, because this coat has a hood. I really like this coat. It's very nice. I'm so pleased to have freshly washed hair, and I realised the reason why it felt even worse, it felt so much worse because when I did my last hair wash last week, I'd already moved all my hair washing stuff to this place, and I washed my hair at my grandma's. So I was washing it with stuff that like wasn't as good for my hair, and I could feel it and I could sense it, and I've been bothered by it all week. So it's lovely to finally have freshly washed hair again. And I feel like I've really made the most of today. I have admittedly also watched a lot of YouTube, a lot, but that kind of feels good too. Like I had over 25, 30 videos in my watch later over the last sort of few days, and I'm now down to 6, which is terrible and great. So feeling good. I'm gonna go now, hopefully get a chopping board, so I'll need to bring my bag, and I will probably see you after. I feel like I'll talk to you before I go to bed. Bye! Hello, I've got you on my big tripod now, and I feel like it's a little bit too big, but we're gonna go for it for the time being. It's just past 9 o'clock, and I've just got back literally 2 minutes ago from my grandma's. Once again, I'm very full, but it was a nice meal, very nice. The dessert was the standout for me, and it was simply a fruit salad with some cream, but it just did it for me. It hit the spot. And of course, coming back from my grandma's, we've got some goodies. So I have, oh, I hope it hasn't spilled, some of the fruit salad, which has definitely spilled, and I knew it would. Ugh, that's so annoying. Oh, that's also wet. And the soup, some soup. This is my bag that I always keep in my bag for food, but now it's wet, so that's obviously not ideal. I'm just draping it over the tap and hoping for the best. Oh, I'm so annoyed about that, but at least I've got some fruit salad, so that's nice. And then the soup will go in the freezer. I have so much food in my fridge and freezer, and I'm barely home to eat any of it. But I finally have a chopping board. I mean, it was £3. It's not the most pretty design at all. In fact, it would not be something I would pick, aside from the fact that it was the cheapest. And I like the size. They had one for like £4 or £5, maybe 6 actually, but for a couple of pounds more, which was huge. And initially I was gonna get it because value for money, it seemed like the best. But then I was thinking practically storing something as big as it is, because it was also round, it wasn't even like a normal shape. I just thought this will be far easier to store, and I don't need anything bigger than this. So I'm really pleased I've acquired that. I feel like I officially got the keys on Sunday the 1st of December, which is exactly 2 weeks ago from today, and I feel like I'm finally settled. I've finally got everything I need. I mean, don't get me wrong, there are still things I'm waiting on and still things that would be useful to have, you know, like a pillow or a strainer or anything, you know, like little things. But with the purchase and the microwave, actually, I don't have the microwave yet. But so far, for the time being, with the purchase of the chopping board, I feel like I've got everything I need to at least be settled enough. So I'm going to do some dishes now, and I need to think about tomorrow because I have a very long day. So I need to think in terms of clothing, being comfortable, and also in terms of food, having enough. In fact, I'm just gonna lay out things that I know that I can at least already take out that I know I'm gonna want tomorrow. And in terms of clothing, I think I'm gonna go with this top and then with the green skirt and leggings. I feel I'm very comfortable in this top and I feel like I'll definitely be warm enough, which is important. And I'm just gonna chill. I'm hopefully gonna have an early night tonight, or at least not too late, but I'm gonna let myself just chill. It's been a very good day off. It's been a very, very good day off. Right, I'll see you later.